Hi, I will begin this video with a short story. In an endless ocean, there is a ship with living beings on board. Although this ship is a sustainable place for living, but lately she has turned into a mess due to the lifestyle of her inhabitants and their rising population. However, every crew member is still playing a role. Now their future is dependent upon how well they play their roles. If they play their respective roles effectively, along with the responsible use of resources, then the ship will function properly, or else this ship will turn into an uninhabitable place. Which one looks better, this or this? This analogy sounds somewhat similar, isn't it? Now, does it also look similar? This is our spaceship Earth. Now, what is the relevance of this analogy to our education system or the education revolution I'm talking about? Is our spaceship sailing smoothly? Is our society functioning properly? From my perspective, I see way too many problems, and our problems are rooted in our education system. But most of the time, we blame it upon our existing social institutions, and that is why we so often replace one political party with a new one. Or at times, when nothing works, we topple the whole system. This process goes on, and it will continue to go on forever until we don't go to the heart of the matter. In contrast, we are treating the symptom, not the cause, which to me seems quite insane. To borrow a phrase, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Obviously, it is us humans who shapes our society, and what largely shapes human behavior is our education system. So if we fix our education system, we can expect good human behavior, which is needed to solve the existing problems. A point of caution is that I'm not trying to take a stand on whether humans are fundamentally good or evil. All I'm trying to say is, except for few rare exceptions, if provided a good environment, humans will turn out to be decent. As we are seeing, the problems are rooted in our education system, and so does the solution. The solution lies in a 360-degree transformation of our current system. And until we don't have an education revolution, all other revolutions will fail with a mere replacement of one oppressor by another. But why do we need a revolution? Why not an evolution? To explain this, I will use another analogy. If this is our habitat, then this tower is our education system. It gives us a vision and direction. The tower has become unsteady and weak. No amount of glossing will fix a building which is feeble with a weak foundation. The only option is to dismantle it and rebuild a new one. A weak building cannot stand the challenges of heavy rains and waves. Likewise, our current education system can't face the challenges that are looming over our society. Challenges such as climate change, dwindling resources, nuclear weapons, extremism, hunger, physical and mental health issues. On top of that, soon, automation is going to make social inequality even worse. Leave aside facing these challenges, I dare say, our current education system dumps us down instead. Our rotten education system is not benefiting the students, nor does it give a fulfilling experience to the teachers. Neither it is comforting the parents, nor does it help the society in any way. Then to whom is our current education system actually serving? As educationalist Ken Robinson in his famous TED Talk said, every education system in the world is being reformed at the moment, and it's not enough. Reform is of no use anymore, because that is simply improving the broken model. It's not evolution but a revolution in education we need. I must add here, there are certain exceptions to these general statements. Few alternative institutions are doing some amazing work. Perhaps I should not brush aside their efforts. I will cover more on them in our upcoming videos. The word revolution may bring images of violence into your mind, but this transformation doesn't need violence in any form. We need people who can spread the message either through word of mouth or through social media. Our weapons are our thoughts and ideas, which gives us a voice. By acknowledging the problems, we are already a part of this revival. Let's call it the awakening stage, which by the way is going on for years now. So the question is not how to bring on a revolution. The question is where to begin. Following our 3 stages of this movement. Stage 1 is awakening, as I just said, and we are already a part of it. In this stage, from my end, I will make more videos to finish off this series, which will focus on the problems of our current education system, precisely the schooling system to begin with. Then I will focus on solutions that I have for a few of these problems. In this stage, we will work on individual level. You can work on your own, you can make your own videos, blogs, and so on. I have already explained at length about the Project Education 360 in the introduction video of this series. Kindly watch if you haven't seen it already. Final stage is going to be less talk, more action. Many great thinkers on education have been talking and writing ideas for half a century now. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. The need of the hour is to take some action by joining on a single platform. But at this point, we should split into various movements depending upon the country we live in. As I am from India, and that makes me more familiar with how things are being done in this nation. This way, it will be easier for us to plan and manage a social movement. These branched out movements with their own set of stages may take new catchy names along with a new roadmap. If we end up having demands, then we can approach the policymakers or the government. This honestly is going to take a lot of time. This is going to be a phase rather than an overnight event. Finally, I invite you to join this movement. Time has come to ditch this absurd schooling system and create new institutions of learning. An amazing future is waiting to be created. Before I end, I would love to show you an illustration. This illustration has a thirsty crow staring up at the water in the bowl. A pessimist crow sees the bowl half empty and cries, "Cow, cow." An optimist crow sees the bowl half full. When the crow combines optimism with action and make efforts to reach water by dropping pebbles, then it becomes a revolutionary crow. I will throw my share of pebbles in the bowl. You should too.